it's me, Tommy. In this video, I will give you guys an update on my pregnancy. And the reason why I want to do that is because I am suffering from fibroids and I am pregnant with fibroids, and I think that my journey can help any of you ladies out. Just to let you guys know what I'm going through with this pregnancy, which has been rough. It has been rough. Also, a lot of you guys wanted to know any updates from my first video that I did on my pregnancy when I did my TTC journey, and this baby is kicking like crazy. So I just tried to just come on camera just to give you guys an update, let you know what I have been going through. So let's just jump right into it. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, or even check my YouTube stories, I did have my baby shower last week Saturday, and I did reveal the gender. I am having a little girl. So you're gonna hear me use the proper pronoun throughout this video. Instead of saying baby all the time, I'll use she or her. So it's a little, it feels good to just get it out there because I just held the secret in for so long. So at 28 weeks, I believe 28 weeks, maybe a little bit sooner, I did go in for my regular checkup. I had to go and take my glucose test, and that was the same day that they decided that they wanted to do an updated ultrasound on the baby. So when we did the ultrasound on the baby, I did notice that my fibroid was pretty close to my girl's head. Just like, what is that? And I was a little concerned because it was just right there by her face. And after getting my ultrasound done and my OB walked into the room, it just seemed like her demeanor was a little bit different. She was a little concerned with my fibroid, and she did make mention that her head was measuring 2 weeks smaller than the rest of her body. So she recommended that I go see a specialist to get better pictures of what this fibroid looks like. So that did scare me. I was a little concerned about that. She said the worst case scenario is that I will have to have a cesarean done in order to deliver this baby. So I went and had that done. So I went to go to the specialist in maternal fetal medicine. I saw them and we took better pictures of the fibroid, and lo and behold, this fibroid was right up against her face. They did offer me a free a 3D ultrasound, so I was able to see my little pumpkin. She has the same family nose as me and some beautiful full lips. But I was just really concerned about this fibroid and how it would affect her once it's time to deliver, because it was just so close to her head. So after getting that first, after getting the ultrasound done at that visit, I did speak to the doctor, and I did ask him some questions like, how will it affect her brain since it's so big, and I know that she's going to keep getting bigger and this fibroid's going to be in the way. He did make mention that it's like 2 things that can happen. One, that, he said babies do come out with little soft heads. They need to be soft in order to come out the birth canal. So not to worry about it, that eventually it's going to mold out. Or it could be that the bone fragments in her head may not line up correctly, and she may have a permanent dent in her head, which was really concerning because I'm like, not my baby girl to just have this deformity in her head. My number one concern besides the deformity was basically her brain. Will the fibroid affect her brain as it gets bigger? Will it just go past that top layer and just start pressing against her brain? And he made mention that it's the more I, go along with my pregnancy, that the calcium is going to build up and that her brain will be resilient. So I asked if there's anything I can do, like, do I need to take more vitamin C or anything like that? He's like, it's just something that naturally happens during the pregnancy. So I was a little bit worried about that. And then when we talked about my C-section, they said that I would need a classic cut, which basically means that they'll do the bikini cut, and then once they get to the uterus, then they'll do an incision from my navel down, sort of like an upside down T, in order to get her out of me. Some serious cons about it is that I can lose a lot of blood with that, to the point where they will have to remove my uterus and I may not be able to have more kids. So that was just a lot of information on my first visit. So I was a little stressed, a little concerned about that. Went to go see my OB again, and she just gave me a follow-up, and she told me, you know, every other week I'm gonna see her, and then every other week I'm gonna see the specialist. The second specialist visit, when I went, at that time, they measured her heart, not measured her heart, but they tracked her heartbeat. Since I'm considered maternal or advanced age. Guys, I turned 36 on the 25th. Yeah, so advanced age, so they did track her heart. Her heart was beating pretty good, but her head was still measuring smaller. It just wasn't getting any better. Her head was still a little behind from her body. Another thing too, they did check my cervix. My cervix was a little bit short, so they did put me on progesterone just to help. And I've been having not really Braxton Hicks, but preterm contractions, so that would help with that as well. And I'm supposed to take that vaginally every night until I'm 37 weeks. So that was the second visit. Again, the fibroid has not changed in size. It actually keeps growing with her because my body is feeding these hormones to both baby girl and the stupid fibroid. My last visit was last week. So last week, not really last week, technically last week because today's Saturday. So this past Monday on the 28th was my last visit with the doctors, the specialists, and this one was a little bit concerning. The last visit that I had, he wanted to come into the room when I got my ultrasound done, just to see if, to see the distance of the fibroid and her head, just to see, if I'm able to do a vaginal birth. So he did come in after they did the regular, you know, stuff that they take pictures of, like the leg and the stomach and the heartbeat and all of that. He came in, and now the fibroid is the same size as my baby's head. And her head now is misshaped. As you can see from the ultrasound, it's not round, it has a little dent in her poor little head. So that's really concerning, and the doctor still wants to track the size of it. There's no 100% yes, I'm gonna have a cesarean. There's not 100% yes, I'm gonna have a vaginal. It's still like, we need to track, we need to see it. I'm like, dude, time is running out. I need to know the answer. Today is November the 2nd. I'm filming. I'm officially 35 weeks, so I have about 4 or 5 weeks left. It's like, you know, I need to know how to prepare myself for this. So in another 2 weeks, I'm gonna go back just to see and track it. He's basically saying it's like a twin in there because the fibroid is just right there next to her head, just interlocking with her. And his fear is that she's not gonna wanna go out the birth canal. She's probably gonna have that fibroid in her way and not even wanna go through. She can be in distress. Or if she does pass the fibroid, her shoulder can get caught onto the fibroid. So that's just super, super scary. But my number one concern is just to make sure that she's okay. The brain is like the biggest thing I'm concerned about. Just making sure that the brain is okay, the brain is functioning properly. And then also, you know, just having that dent in her head, hopefully it's not permanent. He did reassure me that everything should be fine in a couple of weeks after she's born. My OB said the same thing. So hopefully they're not just saying that just to make me feel better and not stress mommy out, that really is something that she's gonna be okay, she's gonna be fine with. But I just wanna make sure that she's a functioning baby and can grow into a smart little girl. So that's the update on it. These visits are expensive, let me tell you. Oh my gosh, I pay 20% copay, but it's just, it's a lot. It's a lot to see the specialist and see my OB. My OB appointments are like $30. The specialist is like $300. It's just a lot. I've been very, very, very tired lately. Now that I'm in the last few weeks, just super tired, especially working 50 hours a week. It's a lot, girl, it's a lot, it's a lot. So that's baby, that's how she's doing, but she's very, very active. She has very strong kicks, like very strong kicks. Everyone always says like she kicks against your ribs, but I don't get the rib kicks. I get the kicks like outward, and they hurt pretty bad. So that's the update on baby. Now on me, so the new symptoms that I've been having, besides having the flu last week and trying to get over it with this cough, is joint pain. So my hands hurt so bad. I think that started probably about 3 weeks ago, where my fingers are a little bit swollen, and they hurt when I tried to like open and close my hands. I had a prior sprain on my knee from dancing in college, so now my knee hurts really bad. I also sprained my foot when I won that Dark and Lovely contest. If you guys are OGs, you would know about the Dark and Lovely contest that I won. When I walked Fashion Week, I twisted my ankle pretty bad, so my foot hurts from that, and it's my driving leg. So that has been hurting me lately. My back hurts so bad, like really, really bad. Like when I walk from my bedroom, which is right behind this camera, into the kitchen, my back just hurts so bad. Me being tired a lot, which I know it just comes with the flow. And then indigestion has been introduced this week. So eating certain foods, I just really cannot do that. It hurts so bad. It just feels like you take a pill and you swallow it and it just doesn't go down. You just feel like it's stuck in your chest. Like, that's how it feels. Like, I had Panera Bread for lunch. I barely ate my sandwich. Like, I took a bite and it feels like it's still in my chest. Like, it's right here. So I just ate my fruit. I have some salad, so I'm gonna eat the salad for lunch. But indigestion is horrible. I can now sleep without like my pregnancy pillow, so that's a good thing. I don't need my wedge anymore, so I can twist back and forth. But sometimes, like, if I sleep on my right side, I can just feel her head like right there. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, baby, I'm squishing you. This fibroid squishing you. I'm so sorry. So it kind of hurts sometimes when I like sleep on my sides, because I just feel her head just like right there. And I don't get a good night's sleep because I am constantly using the bathroom like all the time. I still have my nasal congestion. It's been like this since I was like 3 months. But I feel like it's gotten pretty bad now, especially since I had the flu last week. I sneeze a lot at night, like a lot. My nose gets clogged up so bad. I'm still using the Vicks sinus congestion spray in my nose, but it doesn't work the first time. Like it'll like add more mucus to my nose, and I just literally cannot breathe. So that's really, really frustrating. I did pack one in my bag though, because I just don't want to not be able to breathe while I'm in labor. Like, that's just gonna be the worst. So I need to at least be able to do my breathing well. So I did pack that in my hospital bag. Speaking of hospital bags, I'm not gonna do a video on what's in my hospital bag because everybody got the same thing in their hospital bag. So I'm not gonna do that. My next update will probably be after baby is gone. I'll give you guys an update to let you guys know how, if I did do vaginally, if I didn't do vaginally. Everyone thinks I'm gonna deliver early, which I'm a little scared because if I deliver a week early, that's around Thanksgiving. So a little afraid about that because the hospital is about an hour away, and I don't want to be stuck in traffic going to the hospital with hubby. As far as getting everything together for her, we just got our crib today. Delta actually reached out to me, and in exchange for some Instagram posts, they did send me a crib, so I'm going to be posting some stuff up. So her crib is here. Hubby's going to put together her bassinet for the bedroom and the car seat. Just recently had my baby shower, so I did get some stuff besides bottles, which is really weird. But I did get some stuff for her onesies, and everything is already packed, washed, her receiving blankets, everything like that. It's already washed and stuff like that. And that's it. I'm not gonna do a nursery tour because we don't plan on putting her in her nursery until she's like a little bit older. So you won't get that right away, but you'll get that when we're ready to put her in her nursery, since her room is like all the way down there and our room is here. We just want to keep her close to us. As far as videos is concerned, as I told you guys, I did record behind the scenes of my baby shower. So you will see that DUI, because everything was basically DUI at my baby shower. And then my husband's aunts did cook. So that was the catering. So I'll show you the cake, which I found an image on Pinterest and I found a baker and she made it exactly that way, but everything else was just basically DIY. I'll show you guys how we reveal the gender. I also need to show you guys how I'm gonna do my hair for my labor and delivery. That is gonna be a lot since my hands hurt, so hopefully I can put that video up. I'm thinking of spring twist. I think spring twist is like the easiest because like the older it gets, the better it looks. So I'm thinking of doing that, but just a shorter, thicker version of it, which I haven't had up on my channel. So I'm gonna do that. Definitely need to wash my hair. And then you guys won't see me for a while. Well, you barely saw me this year, but you guys won't see me for a while. I'll be back with the baby. And I'll give you guys an update on how my delivery went. So that's it. Also, I did pick a winner for my breast cancer awareness giveaway. I did alert her on Instagram. I didn't get her name, so I'm gonna insert it in here. I just have her handle on Instagram, so I'm gonna insert her name. Congrats, girl, on winning. And that's it. I can't think of anything else. Let me just give you guys an update on the bump. So here we are right now. As of Monday, if you could tell from the sonogram, she was 4 pounds, 13 ounces. I think I'm gonna have a little one. I think she might be about 6 pounds by the time I have her. So here's the bumps, the front one and the back one. I also plan on breastfeeding. So we'll talk about all of that stuff once she's here. I don't want to make this video too long because I just want to have something out for you guys. So on your Sunday, you can watch my update. If you have any questions, always leave them below. Congrats again to my winner. And then share your journey. If you've had fibroids with your kids, let me know how that went. If you've had a C-section, let me know how that went. And let's just have a conversation down in the conversation section or the comment section. And I'll talk to you guys later because your girl is tired. I want to snatch this wig off and I just want to go to sleep. Bye, guys.